Hey everybody, Steven here, and today looking at 6 different cases for the Steam Deck. With this, I just wanted to see what the market had to offer. There are a lot of options out there. With this, I kind of had some criteria that I was trying to meet with some of them. So for at least 3 of these, we have over 4-star with them, and then we have at least a couple hundred reviews. Now with this, the things that I'm looking at, the price with these, and then we're going to look at the fit on the Steam Deck. We're going to look at the comfort in the hands, what makes these cases unique amongst themselves, and then the vents and the openings, are they adequate enough? Specifically with that, I'm looking at it for the USB Type-C dongle that I use here with the Razer Barracuda headset that I have. And this, I just noticed, because I've actually used one of these cases so far, it doesn't actually work, and it's the one that is open right now. So I got one, and then I was like, man, I wonder what else is out there. And the first one here, this is from, and these names are very weird. I don't know what's going on with the naming with these, but it's from a company called Mizzkly, and so that is this one right here. The price on this, it is $26.99. But this comes in different colors, so you can actually get this in black, blue, or pink. It has 4.5 stars, and it has 260 reviews. Most of these just clip in, so we will actually clip the Steam Deck in. The process, at least for this one, has been relatively easy. The only thing that I worry about is you clip these in enough. Does it rub the buttons and potentially create any issues with that where, yeah, maybe you, I don't know, damage something over time? Ideally, once you're putting this on, you're not really taking it off. But it feels really good. In terms of the fit, it's really nice on the actual Steam Deck. We turn it around here. We do have a different type material for the grips, which feels really nice. All of our openings are good. We have the opening for the vent. We actually have one to showcase the valve logo there. The top is good. Again, the only issue that I'm having is this will plug in a little bit, but it actually doesn't make a connection. So it's not enough to make a good connection. So I can't use my headset with this, which is very unfortunate. Now I could get a extension cable with that, but then you have like that hanging off of the Steam Deck. So that would feel a little bit weird, or at least look a little bit weird in my opinion. But like I said, comfort in terms of feel, it feels really good. It feels very durable. Something that makes this unique though is amongst these other ones, they don't come with a screen protector. This actually comes with 2 of them, and I don't have them readily available right now, but they're the 9H hardness screen protectors that you can just buy individually. But with this, you wouldn't have to do that. And those can range in price from like $5 to $10. So it may be a little bit more expensive than the other ones at the $26.99, but you do get that extra screen protector with it, so you're not having to buy a separate one. So overall, I do like this one. I'm glad I went with this one first. So good fit, good comfort. And like I said, just a downside being the USB Type-C dongle isn't going to fit with this, but an upside being that you actually get the screen protectors. Haven't put that on just yet because I wanted to get this review or kind of this overview of these cases out of the way, and then I'm going to put that on. So that is our first case here. Next, we're gonna move to the ProCase. And so let's pop this thing off. So ProCase is different. One of the things with that, it didn't come in a box. So I already opened this box. So I don't have this box, unfortunately. All the other ones I have. This literally just came in this bag. So very different in terms of the shipping package here. But if the case is really good, it shouldn't come damaged, hopefully. But we'll pop that off. And this one is unique because it's a flip cover, right? It's magnetic. So that is different, right? This definitely won't be for everybody. So then we have our foam inside of that. So with this, you only have the one color option. And I think out of all of these, actually, the Mizzkly is the only one that did come with other color options. Let's pop this actually off for a second. Let's see, should fit in pretty easily. Ooh, maybe a little bit more snug of a fit. Yeah, that is a tighter fit for sure. Okay, finally got it. Yeah, that's that one's more rough. That is a very snug fit. Not looking forward to taking that off. It does have different texture right here on the grip, but it feels good in the hands. It's not super bulky, which is good. But the price here, $24.99. We only have the one color option. 3.5 star with this, only has 7 reviews right now, but it seems like it's a newer product. Let's check the USB Type-C dongle here. Nope, same thing. It's not going to have a big enough opening. And most likely, most of these cases are going to be like that. I think I have one that maybe has a slightly bigger opening that I'm curious to see if it actually will allow for that to connect or not. Feels good. It's not as grippy on this part right here, right? So yeah, it has a texture, but it still feels pretty slick with it. Vent openings look good. And then again, the big thing here is we have this magnetic clip. And then that covers this like this. You could just flip it open. I guess it just pops off. It's not really going to dangle on the back, is it? It's more for just covering it. Covers that. It did say that it has bigger, I guess they improved it by making this section bigger for the thumbsticks there. But yeah, I mean, it could hang off the back, but if you move a little bit, it's gonna fall. In terms of just like, yeah, I want to protect the front, that's fine. Does it? Oh, it's supposed to clip right there, it looks like. I don't know that I can get that. There we go. Now it's clipped. So I guess if you want to protect the front and you don't want to bring like the big, it's not even a big case, the regular valve case, I guess you could get this. I like the notion of it. I don't know how much I would actually use this though, just because it pops off. It still vents for the air vents. I guess if you turn it off and there's still some heat coming out, it's not going to damage that part of the case, which is nice. But I mean, I like the look, but I don't know how practical this thing is. Outside of the fact that, yeah, this feels decent for the covering with this. Feels pretty solid there, but again, I don't know how much I would actually end up using this part. So that's going to be the ProCase. I would take the Mizzkly over this. Now the fun part, I gotta take this thing off. A little bit easier to take off than to put on. All right, so that's going to be the ProCase there. Let's move on to the next one. So next we have GUSSLM. Again, these names are really, really weird with how they do this. Let's see, this is it right here. So this one, kickstand, kind of the draw for me at least. So this one is $22.99. It can be discounted to $16.99. This one just launched, so we don't have any reviews on it. Another unique thing, and I've seen other ones that come with it, this actually comes with the touchpad covers that you can put on top of them. Ooh, I like the bumper. This is like a rubber feeling, and they're thick. Right, let's see if I can get that in camera. Where this is, it's more of just a texture, but they're super thin. I'm not gonna put these on right now, but I do like the feel of the bumpers here. That's really, really nice. All right, let's take this thing out. And there's our kickstand. Let's see, how does this work? Yep, just pops out. I mean, it's plastic, only concern here is maybe it breaks. Then what do? Looks like it's a metal rod inside of there, and it's pretty thin. Let's see how easy it is to pop on. We're gonna be smarter than this thing. We're gonna put this in top and then push it down. Maybe, and it still got caught. There we go, now push down. Okay, top down. Gotta get better at that. All right, feel, it's a little bit more rigid, right? So this, the ProCase had a little bit more flex to it. Same with the Mizzkly one, or Mizzkly one. But yeah, this has more rigid feel to it. Let's check here. Still no. Again, I don't think I'm really gonna find a case that is going to allow for that. Looking at the top buttons too, the difference between this one's kind of hanging suspended. This one was just open, and then the Mizzkly one, same thing, kind of suspended with that. So we have our buttons up here. Everything feels good. Yeah, it feels like a solid fit. We'll turn that off. On the back, everything's open. We have the opening for the vent here. This is obviously covering the logo. This is open, I'm assuming just to help with ventilation, but also to make this a little bit lighter. Top open for the ventilation, and then kickstand. So I could set this down like this. That I really, really like. And I wasn't sure if I was gonna like the notion of a kickstand, but I could see it. You bring your controller with you, and yeah, you could just put the kickstand up, play via Bluetooth controller, and you're good to go, which may be really good on flights, which I'm about to take an 8-hour flight next year to Maui, so this may come in handy. So comfort, I like the comfort. There is no change in the grip style over here, right? So there's no texture or anything like that, but we do have the actual textured portions here for the back triggers, and then our haptic feedback pads here if you wanted to put that on. Again, I'm gonna wait on that, but I do like the feel of these. So yeah, this one, I actually do like this. I like the kickstand with it. The price is pretty solid, especially if you can get it on sale with this. So that is going to be GUSSLM for this case. Again, $22.99. You find it discounted to $16.99, which is cheaper than these two other ones. So good price on it if you can find it on a discount. And even if you don't, it's still cheaper than the other two. All right, so let's move on to the next one. All right, so for the next one, we have JSAUX. JSAUX? Again, the naming. But this one, we do have the built-in kickstand. It's going to have non-slip grip on the side here. Price is $21.99, and they currently have a $2 off coupon with this. So let's get this one unboxed. And that is it right there. User guide. The other ones did not come with a user guide. I don't know that you need a user guide for these. And there it is. So thinner, like feels way thinner. It's also not a full case. You look at the other ones and they like fully encompass it, right? If I can get that all on camera. Where this one on the top does not. And it's open. So completely open here, so no buttons with that. This is way different. Pop that in, pop over. All right, putting it on way easier than any of the other ones. Make sure that's a snug fit. So slightly different texture on the side here. With this one, this actually has 4.5 stars reviews with it, and then 230 total reviews, which the GUSSLM, if I mentioned it, just to cover it again, that one was just launched, so we didn't have any reviews. I believe I mentioned that though. All right, I like the open style, right? Because it feels like you're not being blocked over here, I guess. Right there, like you don't feel any material right here on the side. That's nice. This one was a more open one, but I don't think, yeah, still not gonna fit. Open for the vents, open for the vent, and then we have, this seems like it will break easily, even compared to the other one. But the kickstand, that's gonna be the main draw to this, right? That it has the kickstand. Off to the side, not in the center, but I guess they moved it over because you can still see the logo right here, the valve logo. Clips in. Seemed like it was kind of popping out there, but I think it just wasn't clipped in. Yeah. Grooves on the bottom. So grooves in, that's how it's held shut. Man, I'm just worried that that's gonna break. Because if it pops forward, it's literally just plastic on the bottom. I don't think I can really get that good angle on camera. That would concern me. Other than that though, I like, it's a decent texture on the side here. Feels good in the hand. Comfortable, light, easier to put on than the other ones. Still comes with the kickstand. So I think this is a solid buy with this. This would be a really, really good option as well. All right, so that was JSAUX, if I'm pronouncing that right. Should be easy to pop off. Oh, look at that, super easy to pop off. All right, and then let's move to PG Tech. So this one right here. So this one's interesting. I buy this, and this one didn't really have any reviews with it. The reason I bought it is because it's silicone, so it's gonna be super light. Yeah, it's super light, right? So thinking about like a silicone sleeve for your phone is kind of what I envisioned with this. This looks like it's gonna be so hard to put on though. But we have the texture part right here. I thought it wrapped around. Oh, it's got grooves on the side. But it's saying it's no longer available. But I'm going to talk about that again when I get to this Benazcap one. Because this one has two versions, the Benazcap. But the first version looks identical to this. And I thought I bought the one with the kickstand. And I'm actually worried that I bought the exact same one that looks like this. But $13.99, no longer available. But if these are identical, it's the same thing with this. So we shall see. 4 stars on it, but only 6 reviews. Let's pop this out. When it's thin like that, it makes, again, it looks like it's going to be hard to install, but I also worry I'm going to rip that. All right, here we go. Oh, man. Okay. Pop that over. Oh, that wasn't that bad. I guess the first part's usually the easy part. Ooh. Yeah, that makes me nervous. First part over. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Well, kinda. Also, if you start like stretching it out, as you have to kind of stretch it just to put this thing on, I would worry that you would really, it almost seems stretched out right there already. Same right here, just from me trying to put this thing on. That's kind of a bummer. The grip here feels unique. You're either gonna love that or hate it because it is so raised up. Side feels good. Again, the draw here is that this is super thin and light. That's where it's different than the other ones. On the back, they're just flat, plain. We have the open portion for the vent. Everything's open here. Ooh, maybe this one fits. That one fits. I can feel it click in. All right, we found one. So I would need one of these silicone style sleeves for that. Yeah, a little bit of shift. Like if I'm gripping and I'm moving like this, again, you're gonna have shift on that. I don't like that. Trade-off with this one. Comfort, you're gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. I think it feels pretty decent. Just feels good right there, but I could see after like a long play session, I'm not gonna like this on my hand. It's gonna start to become uncomfortable. But overall, this is just really thin, which I like that. And again, the fact that this can actually fit there is pretty awesome. All right, so now let's check this Benazcap. Right? B-E-N-A-Z-C-A-P. Benazcap? I don't know. Easy enough to take off. All right, last one here. All right, Benazcap, and it feels the same. It feels the same as the other one. It's pretty close to the other one. The difference here being we got a raised bump on this. No, that has a raised bump too. All right, these don't poke out as much for the grip. What's the back look like? It's pretty identical. We have more vent openings right here, but it's the same. It's not as thin, right, on the inside here, which is nice. So, again, I thought I got the one with the kickstand, but they do have an option with the kickstand. So, with this Benazcap, $16.99, that's for the normal version, which is this version. But the kickstand version is actually cheaper. The kickstand version is $15.98. So that's kind of odd. Seems like most people would want the kickstand version. Don't like that. Yeah, it feels thin up here. It's not as thin as the other one. I would say I like this better than the PG Tech one. And the bumps, I think more people would be comfortable with this because it doesn't feel like it's just jabbing into your hand as much. And this should work also. And it does. So USB Type-C works on that as well for the dongle there. Same issue with this kind of being stretched out already. Don't really like that. But yeah, $16.99 for this version, and then $1 cheaper for the one that does have a kickstand, which is going to be more of a harder plastic mold. But this has 4.5 stars, for it, and then 372 reviews. But that's going to be a mixture between the two, is the interesting thing. So with this one, I think I'd probably just spend the extra $1 and get the kickstand version. Like, this is already looking loose on this. I don't know if the camera can see that. It's like loose right in there. Not the biggest fan of that. So I get it because it's lighter. I think that's a big plus. That's a big benefit, is it being lighter. But I don't know if this is worth it because it stretches out like this. So out of all these cases, for me personally, I'd probably take the JSAUX one, or I'm going to take this one here, which would be the GUSSLM case. Because I do like the kickstand. I like the harder shell with this. But again, for me, downside being, now I can't connect this. So there's a little bit of a drawback, but I think these two would probably be the one I would go with. And so price difference, $21.99 for the JSAUX here, and then we have $22.99, but it can be discounted to $16.99. So if you can find it on sale, I mean, this is going to be a really good deal for most people. Not super expensive. Most of these aren't super expensive, but I do like the kickstand thing, and I think I'm going to use this one. This is the one I'm going to go with. So I'm going to take this one off, put this on, and then I can put my screen protector on. So that's going to be it for this video. I did just notice my camera's been slipping this whole time. That's a bummer. That needed to be tightened a little bit more. But if you guys have any questions on any of these, if you have recommendations, this is the other thing. There are a lot of different products on Amazon. So I'll probably do another video on like another 5 or 6 that I can find that have good ratings or maybe present something very unique to the market. So if you guys have recommendations, let me know in the comment section. If you have any questions about any of these right here, let me know as well in the comment section. I will answer that for you. That's going to be it for this one, everybody. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button for me. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.